Welcome to Sleepy Astronomy. Tonight, we journey into the gentle mysteries of our home planet. Let your breathing slow. Let your mind drift as we explore Earth's ancient secrets together. Beneath your feet, the Earth holds stories older than humanity itself. Secrets written in stone, whispered by wind, and carried by time. Tonight, we uncover what lies hidden in the depths of our world, things that have been waiting millions of years to be understood. If you enjoy these calming journeys through space and science, consider subscribing to Sleepy Astronomy. New stories await you each week, stories designed to carry you softly into sleep. Deep within the Earth, nearly 4,000 miles below the surface, lies a secret made of iron and nickel, spinning slowly in the darkness. This is Earth's inner core, a solid sphere, nearly as hot as the surface of the sun, yet it remains solid, compressed by the weight of the entire planet above it. Around this inner core flows the outer core, a sea of liquid metal. This molten ocean has been churning for billions of years, creating the magnetic field that shields all life above. Without this invisible shield, solar winds would strip away our atmosphere. The same fate that befell Mars long ago. But Earth's core keeps spinning, keeps protecting, a guardian we never see, working endlessly in the deep. Scientists have discovered that the inner core may rotate at a different speed than the rest of the planet. It has its own rhythm, its own dance, sometimes faster, sometimes slower than the world above. This dance began over 4.5 billion years ago, when Earth was young and molten, still forming from cosmic dust. Rising now toward the surface, we find another secret. The mantle, a layer of rock so vast it makes up most of Earth's volume. Here, stone flows like honey, but incredibly slowly. Currents of rock rise and fall over millions of years. This is what moves continents, what builds mountains, what opens oceans. The ground beneath you is riding on these currents right now, moving just centimeters each year, the same speed your fingernails grow. 200 million years ago, all the continents were joined. A supercontinent called Pangaea stretched across the globe. Then the mantle currents slowly pulled it apart. Africa and South America drifted away from each other. If you look at a map, you can still see how they fit together, like pieces of a puzzle separated by time. The Atlantic Ocean grew between them, centimeter by centimeter, and it's still growing even tonight as you rest. Beneath the ocean floors lie mountain ranges taller than the Himalayas. Ridges where new Earth is born, where magma rises to create new crust. These underwater mountains circle the globe like seams on a baseball. Most humans will never see them, yet they've been building our planet for eons. In other places, old ocean floor slides back down into the mantle, returning to the depths from which it came. This is how Earth recycles itself, renewing endlessly. Nothing is permanent, yet nothing is truly lost. Everything transforms. Deep in the Earth's crust, there are pockets of ancient water. Water that has been trapped in rock for hundreds of millions of years. Water that existed before the dinosaurs walked, before the first trees grew, before animals crawled from the sea onto land. This water waits in darkness, perfectly still, a time capsule from an Earth we can barely imagine. Scientists studying these ancient waters have found something remarkable. Microbes, tiny forms of life, still surviving in the deep, living without sunlight, without oxygen as we know it, sustained by chemical reactions in the rock itself. These organisms have been alive longer than entire mountain ranges have existed. They remind us that life finds a way, even in the most hidden places. Even in complete darkness, life persists. The Earth also keeps secrets in its magnetic field. This field, generated by the churning core, has flipped many times in Earth's history. North becomes south, south becomes north. The last time this happened was 780,000 years ago. We know because rocks remember. As lava cools and becomes stone, iron particles align with the magnetic field. They freeze in place, pointing toward magnetic north. By studying ancient rocks, we read Earth's magnetic history, written in layers, page by page, stone by stone. The rocks tell us that field reversals happen irregularly, sometimes millions of years apart, sometimes just tens of thousands. We don't know when the next one will come, but when it does, compasses will spin. Birds and whales that navigate by magnetism will need to adjust, and the auroras, the northern and southern lights, will dance in new patterns. Perhaps the greatest secret Earth holds is the one we call the Mohorovičić discontinuity, the MOHO, as scientists call it. This is the boundary between Earth's crust and mantle. A place where the very nature of rock changes. Discovered in 1909 by a Croatian scientist listening to earthquake waves. Andrija Mohorovičić noticed that seismic waves suddenly sped up at a certain depth. This meant they were entering a different type of material. He had found a hidden boundary inside the Earth. No one has ever drilled deep enough to reach it. The deepest hole ever made, in Russia, went only about 7.5 miles down. The Moho lies roughly 20 miles beneath continents, 20 miles of rock standing between us and Earth's mantle. We've sent probes to other planets, but we've never touched our own mantle. Some secrets remain just out of reach, waiting patiently beneath our feet. There are also secrets in Earth's water. Most of the water on our planet didn't start here. It likely came from comets and asteroids billions of years ago, delivered during a violent time called the Late Heavy Bombardment, when icy visitors from the outer solar system crashed into the young Earth. Each impact brought water, the essence of life. Over millions of years, those countless collisions filled our oceans. The water you drank today may have once been part of a comet, traveling for eons through the frozen darkness of space, before finding a home here on this blue world. Deep beneath the Sahara Desert, there are vast aquifers, underground lakes and rivers hidden in the sand. These aquifers were filled thousands of years ago when the Sahara was green, when rain fell regularly and rivers flowed. The water remains a memory of a different climate, a different Earth. And in the coldest parts of our planet, ice holds its own secrets. Antarctic ice cores contain bubbles of ancient air, air from hundreds of thousands of years ago, perfectly preserved. By studying these bubbles, scientists can measure what the atmosphere was like in the distant past. They can measure carbon dioxide levels, temperature, even volcanic eruptions. The ice remembers everything. Layer by layer, snowfall by snowfall. A library of climate history, written in frozen water. Some of this ice is nearly 1 million years old, older than our species. It fell as snow when our ancestors were still learning to walk upright, and it waits there still, keeping Earth's secrets safe. As you rest tonight, the Earth continues its ancient work, spinning, protecting, recycling, remembering, holding stories in stone and water and iron. Some secrets we've uncovered, many more remain hidden, waiting for future generations to discover. But all of them remind us of something beautiful, that we live on a planet that is alive in its own way, constantly changing, yet enduring. A world of mystery and wonder, right beneath our feet. Sleep well, traveler. The Earth keeps its secrets safe, and so do we.